Yeah, Juanito has been playing StarCraft for quite a long time.
Mm.
Back in the day of Brood War, we only had basically WCG
Mm-hmm.
to play the only important tournament. And I remember I remember seeing one of the tournaments, like the results, and special one, and I was
Mm-hmm.
like, "Who's this kid?" And yeah, literally he was like a kid, but then he was probably
Yeah.
like 13, maybe 14.
Mm-hmm. And he was already one of the best foreigners in Brood War. Like,
At least the best, at least probably the best Mexican in Blue War.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And from there, you know, he went to Korea. He joined Team 8, which eventually became Generic Green Wings.
I will never forget. Like Special wasn't teammate, but he only managed to play two Pro League matches.
Mm-hmm.
One,
Mm-hmm.
it was like a show match between when two coaches make like different teams with different players from each team,
Mm-hmm.
and the other was his last match before teammate disbanded. You know, when
Mm-hmm.
Pro League was ending, I believe the Brood War Pro League was ending,
Yeah, yeah,
and he got to play versus Flash,
yeah.
and
Oh
Flash
god.
destroys him
Mm-hmm.
with a proxy Turrax, I believe.
Oh god.
But yeah, speaking of destroyed, welcome everyone to the finals of Sentimiento Latino number 112. And starting here, hey, we have the best surf player in Latin America, the Duckling himself. This is not. I'm sorry. This is not. I mean, he could be the best surf player in Latin America. Who knows? This is Rio. Actually, getting confused, but yeah.
God damn. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Jagannatha ALE, we have the Brazilian Zerg player. He is the best Zerg player in all of Latin America, and also a cranky duckling, as this is a team kill. It is Erik.
Look, if Rio wins, does that mean that he is now the best at playing in Latin America?
maybe it's all about DreamHack. All right, I feel like it's all on DreamHack. Like, these weekly tournaments are great and all, they're a great way to like test your mettle, but it's all about what happens on the day of the most important tournament of StarCraft 2. So that's also why I'm still sticking by Erik is the best player in Brazil, mate. He's the best player in Brazil.
Big
Step it up,
words, big
Kellizer.
words. We'll see in 1 month how that turns out.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, meanwhile in this game, for the first time in quite a while, Erik is not starting with a pull first or with something aggressive. Like he went for hatch full gas.
Yeah, he doesn't want to do his teammate dirty like that. You know, it's Ryu. Okay, he doesn't want to. I feel like things gonna be very awkward between the team if Erik just 12s pull Ryu out of the tournament.
I mean,
So
do you know if Erik and Ryu actually practice together?
a little bit, but not as often as I would like. That's definitely
I'm
something.
guessing the ping difference and the time zones doesn't help.
Yeah, the time zones don't help at all. That's the biggest problem.
Actually, the time between Brazil and Italy is like less between than Mexico and Italy. Like here in Italy, we have, I think, 7 hours different, but for Brazil, it's only like 5 or 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So it's bad, but it's not that bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, the Lings, they do slip in, they see nothing, which, to be fair, like, that is some valuable scouting information. With this information, Ryu, he takes a very fast third base. This is all very standard, right? He's going for a Baliness as well. This is what we would expect in a ZvZ. Erik, though, staying on 2 bases a little bit longer, quite a bit longer.
Yeah, he's going now for his lair. Maybe is he going to make another 2 base roach like big attack?
Oh my god.
He's not winning
He walls off completely, mate. He's taking his gases. The big question is, all 4 gases, mate. Is he gonna try and go 2 base muter?
Nah, he couldn't, right? I mean, I mean, right? Right? I don't know. I don't know. Is he going? I mean, Jim Rising may not be here with us, but he may be in spirit.
Oh my god. I think that's what this is. I mean, there's no upgrades so far. We shall see as the lair is about to finish up. Again, all the gases have been taken. What's scary about this is that Ryu sees the front door and yeah, mate.
Oh my god, I just noticed. Erik just started settling speed and he got canceled, and then he canceled it for the Spire.
There we go.
Okay. I know. I see what he was doing. The Overlord of Ryu was entering into his base, so he was like faking it.
Yes. This is a fake as well. Obviously, +1 melee will finish, but he starts roach speed. So this tells Ryu, oh, you're going roaches. Like that, you're going for a big 2-base roach push. So he's going to be preparing for that. Instead, he still was unable to scout the Spire.
I feel that the fake of the settling speed is a really bad fake. Because, I mean, who starts settling speed at 5 minutes, you know?
True, very true. But I mean, Erik, like, he's making a massive wave of links. You know, the links are going to support his army. If he lets this roach speed finish, then he will have that to fall back on if the mutas don't work. Oh, but the links actually get in. Oh my god. Doesn't get in. Yo, and now
Serlings of Erik going across the map. Serling speed is about to be done. Roach speed also about to be done. 5 mutant. Man, this Erik just going for everything.
He's making everything right now. And I don't know if it's going to work because we have roaches to defend. We have Bailings to defend against the Lings as well. Spines are set up. The one thing that Ryu doesn't have is queens or spores. So the mutas could deal a lot of damage here. And Erik doesn't commit.
Yeah, Erik doesn't come in. Probably for the best. And Ryu is very aware of this Mutalisk.
Yeah, an interesting decision there from Erik. He decides to clean up these overlords instead of going for the mineral line and across the map. Because of that, Ryu has time to make those spores.
Yeah, spores are basically done already. But Erik, he's not stopping with the Mutalisk. +1 air attack is on the way. +2 melee attack, so he's going for a more Serling Muta in this matchup.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, now he has full map control. He's picking off more and more overlords. Like, there's just not enough anti-air. Like, there weren't enough queens. Oh my god, more overlords are going down.
Mate, where are the queens of Ryu to defend?
They're nowhere,
like,
mate.
This is like 5 or 6 overlords now that have died. And Erik has not lost not even one single Mutalisk.
Exactly. Meanwhile, roaches of Ryu are going for a counterattack, but the mutas are coming back home to defend, and they're going to clean all this up.
I cannot believe how Erik has been able to do like everything that he wanted without problem. Like nothing has done in his way so far.
Yeah, again, a lot of it was just because that Spire was hidden and Ryu had no idea. He thought a roach push was coming. He thought there was a ground-based army on the way, and now, oh my god, 2 more overlords go down. Thankfully, Ryu he overmade overlords, so he's not supply blocked, but oh my god.
The infestation pit is under attack and it's going to be cancelled. Not cancelled, destroyed. Now even the queens have started to fall.
Yeah, the queens are falling, the drones are falling.
How are these Mutalists of Erik has been able to do so much damage?
Hey, step aside, Jim, okay? You know what? You're playing in I was supposed to say Furious Gaming Cup. The Legion Cup, that's great and all. But you know what? The real Muta King is here in Sentimiento Latino. Everything is going down, mate. These mutas are winning Erik the game.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's basically nothing to defend. I mean, Ryu hasn't even started Queens. He has not even started Hydra Den. Like, what is Ryu thinking, honestly? He's just letting the Mutalisk roam free.
His plan right now is to go into that hive and go into Vipers. Vipers are his way back into this, but even then, the problem with Vipers is that you rely on your opponent to make mistakes in the micro. Like one parasitic bomb, if Erik is on top of it, he can just split and GG gets called.
I mean, Ryu basically didn't answer the Mutalisk at all, and that was a disaster.
Yeah.
GG.
GG. Ooh, and now Erik, he's on match point. He just needs one more to be our Sentimiento Latino champion.
Yes, because remember, guys, we are in a best of 3 instead of the usual best of 7. Best of 7, best of 5. So, yeah. Second map is going to be 2000 atmospheres light.
Oh boy. Here we go. We are setting up for potentially the final map of the series. And we'll see how this goes here. Again, like, I feel like up until the meters came out, Ryu was responding fine, but... Ay, that king, please.
Look, I'm just trying to spice things up. You know, we want both players to give it their 100%.
Look,
what better motivator?
Like here at the CranKy Ducklings, we love all of our players equally. Okay. Oh god! All right, here we go.
Yeah, welcome everyone. Welcome to 2000 atmospheres. I cannot believe how much this map is being picked today. And spawning here in the top right-hand corner, the Italian Peruvian Zerg for the CranKy Ducklings. It is Ryu.
Mate, the gloves are off, mate. The gloves are off, and we're getting down and dirty because spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of 2000 atmospheres LE, we have the Brazilian Zerg going for the 12 pool. It is Erik. Duckling himself.
Let's see if today Ryu, unlike game number 1, as we say in Mexico, mete las manos.
Mete en las manos?
Yeah, because when you fall, the instinct is to put your hands forward, you know, so you don't fall face flat. That is meter las manos.
Okay, you know that's not a good thing, right?
I mean, falling, of course not, but I mean, meter la mano, it is, because you don't wanna just fall face flat into the ground.
The correct way to fall is that if you fall, you're meant to roll instead of like, because you could hurt your arms if you like.
No. I'm probably using the incorrect word. When I mean fall, I mean trip.
Okay.
Yeah. Trip.
Sure.
Like I'm accidentally falling.
Well, Erik,
that's what I mean.
The links are out, mate. The links are out, and Ryu.
Oh god, was Ryu planning to go for a tilt base? That drone was very.
He was. Look at the minerals, by the way. Yeah, but you know what? He's banking enough for the queens and the lings, and oh boy, the lings are here. Where are the boys? We're gonna need to see them pulled.
There we go, but only okay. That's more than enough. Let's see if he's able to defend.
Oh god. Meanwhile, he does force the lings off a little bit so far. He hasn't lost any drones.
Yeah, he hasn't lost any drones, but he hasn't killed any Zerlings either. The Zerlings are focusing on the hatchery, and the hatchery is gonna not fall. Mate, it survived with 23 HP.
Mate, that's huge. Ryu didn't lose a single drone. He didn't lose anything at all. Look at the units lost.
Yeah, nothing. There's nothing. Erik lost 8 Zerlings, and Ryu lost nothing. And yeah, I mean they're equaling workers, but with a lot less investment by Ryu's part.
Yeah, exactly. Like Erik, a little bit too greedy there, right? He wanted the kill on that hatchery, and to be fair, he almost got it. We see a transfuse on the hatchery. Makes sense. I
mean, you never know when a rock Zerling can enter and and give it a poke, you know.
This is very true.
Better be safe than be sorry.
Yeah, exactly. So a beautiful start here from Ryu. He is well ahead with equal workers, with the faster gas, and now he's rushing across the map with his Lings. He has map control and he has Ling speed. Like, Erik can't really do anything from here.
Ryu, unfortunately, I don't think he's going to be able to break through this. Another queen's come in. Is there energy from the fuse? The answer is no. There is not, but only 3 Zerlings. They should be able to cause much problem. The only thing that they're going to be able to do is to scout.
Oh, does pick off 1 drone, and he does scout. As you said, like, this is something that Erik does quite often off of that 12 pool. It is going for that roach with burrow, but he sees it. Sure, you can assume that maybe it's Numa's carapace, but it's Erik we're talking about.
If the hatchery looks different when you are building a queen than when you are researching something?
No. So,
who knows? Maybe he thinks it is another queen.
True, it's possible. It's definitely possible. Thankfully, Lair is on the way. Because Lair is on the way, that means he will have access to those overseers.
Mate, that's a very risky Lair. He's building it on the almost dead hatchery.
Yeah. I think that's intentional because a Lair has more HP than a hatchery, so it will have that extra defense, I guess. But very low HP, as you said. It's risky.
Very risky. Meanwhile, Erik's first roaches are coming across the map. Ryu has seen them, so he should be prepared, and there we go. There's a spine on the way. The Zerlings and the Queens are also here.
Yeah, that they are. He gets a nice round. Oh my god, but there is the burrow. It does get confirmed. Overseer immediately gets morphed in.
Yeah, he was not sure about the burrow, mate, because otherwise they were having an overseer here already.
Oh god, exactly. And we've seen this before against eggs. Like, this is such an awful position to try and push into. Like, it's so good for the roaches, especially when you're Ling heavy like this.
The spine is ready. The spine's on burrows. He needs to be careful.
Yeah, and Erik does get forced back. He does get pushed away, so Ryu, he actually holds onto his base. And again, he didn't lose too much, to be honest.
Yeah, he didn't lose much. He holds. But the thing is, Erik's roaches are still alive. And they're still a threat.
Yes, they are. They're diving back in. At the same time, Ryu is going for a counterattack. He's going to force a cancel. Maybe even... Oh, he gets a kill on the 3rd.
300 minerals straight to the trash. Nice win by Ryu over there. And now the Zerlings are attacking the natural.
Oh my god, there's no transfuse. The queen is gonna go down, so the Lings are gonna try and bust in. At the same time, Erik was trying to push into the main base and the natural with his own roaches, but he just couldn't do it. He couldn't break in.
Yeah, he couldn't do it, and oh my god, are they going to cancel the upgrades? Yeah, +1 defense is not going to finish. It is denied.
It is denied, and now Erik is stuck only on 2 bases. He needs to try and break out here. He's trying to expand, trying to take another base, but Ryu has such a massive lead, and now finally he's switching into his own roaches. He's catching up in upgrades. What's important is that because he cancelled one of them, like, +2 is going to be finished at around the same time. Erik will still have an upgrade lead because he has double Evo chamber, but again, Ryu was able to stop too much of a lead.
Yeah, Ryu has been able to defend very well against Erik. I don't know if he maybe knew the style of Erik or if he just went for a really nice hold blindly. But good so far, and now Ryu is going on the counter attack. The Zerlings are moving in. They enter the base of Erik's, and here come the roaches as well.
Yeah, this is the best fight for Ryu. He's pushing up into a concave, so it takes some losses there with his roaches, but the Lings do get into the main base. It looks like the queen will fall, and we'll see how many workers go down from here as, thankfully, roaches pop out just in time.
That's still 7 workers like that Erik just lost. He is now 20 supply behind of Ryu.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Erik still has the larger army, but for how much longer? Because again, Ryu, he has the better economy. Like, he's almost double the worker count. Oh my god. Oh.
Yeah, meanwhile, on the other side of the map, dropper loss happened, and Erik is now in the main base of Ryu made, and Ryu was not prepared at all.
Yeah, the roaches were across the map, so Erik, he's trading beautifully here. Like, this is something that Erik needed to do.
Yeah, good job. He didn't lose many drones, but lost a lot of mining time. He transferred the drones to the natural. Are the droppers going to drop into the natural base?
Oh, that they
Yes,
are.
they will.
At the same time, the roaches of Erik are pushing into the third base. Again, a superior number here for Erik. Ryu, he was split up a little bit too much.
Yeah, this is a nice trade by Erik. I cannot believe how good Erik has been doing with how little effective was the harassment that was before.
Exactly. Erik was up against the wall, and to be fair, he's still very all in. I just realized that he hasn't made any drones at all. Like, he's still at 38 workers. He's been making nothing but roaches, and it's understandable, but because of that, Erik, he's running out of steam.
Yeah, definitely. Like, maybe one more punch or two more punches, and there we go. Because he's 20 workers behind, workers behind Ryu. So whatever Ryu loses, he can remake it faster than Erik can.
Exactly. Erik still has a decent army. He has an upgrade advantage as well, so his army can still go toe-to-toe with that of Ryu, but the longer this goes on, Ryu, he will be able to surpass that army supply of Erik. So Erik, he needs to make something happen here, maybe some more dropper lords. He's trying to go back in.
Yes, and he is. These are 6 roaches, more than enough to kill the queens, but meanwhile, Ryu is going for his own dropper lords.
Exactly. At the same time, Ryu is trying to push into the third base. Erik is here to meet him, so Erik will be able to defend the third, but actually defends the main as well.
Yeah, only loses 2 drones on the main base, but Ryu's roaches are going to be able to break this. This is very, very even. I don't think so. I think the defender's advantage is going to be more than enough for Erik to defend here.
Ryu takes a lot of losses there. At the same time, these drop lords haven't been able to do anything. The drop lords of Erik go back in, actually borrow, being extra annoying. But what's scary is what we were talking about earlier. Like, Erik, he still has a very massive worker deficit, and as time goes on, that upgrade advantage that Ryu had for the longest time, it's going to disappear. And once that disappears, he's not going to be able to win these fights anymore.
Yeah, just a few more seconds and they are actually going to be like equal in upgrades with that +1 armor that Ryu is building. And run by Erik, but it got deflected by Ryu's roaches. How much damage will they be able to do? They go in straight and they kill. Look, I told you it was very risky to build it on the almost dead hatchery.
Oh my god, the lair goes down. Erik trading honestly incredibly well here on top of the ramp. But you know why? Because Ryu, he's pushing across the map. He wants to try and end it, but he's in a really rough place.
Let's see if he's able to do it. Ryu is 50 supply ahead. 50 supply ahead, so he needs to be very careful. The problem is that most of that 50 supply is actually in workers, not in army.
Yeah, exactly. And Ryu, he was trickling in, like he's all over the place. He is trying to defend at home and attack at the same time, so Erik is able to win defensively. Erik is still behind 20 army supply though, so again, Ryu still has that advantage. The upgrade has finished up, and even though Ryu did lose his lair, he expands and he takes another base. And Erik still has not joined.
Yeah, so... yeah, I mean... Erik needs to finish this fast, because even though his roaches has been doing wonders, it's only a matter of time before the roaches can no longer be able to keep up with Ryu's army.
Yeah, exactly. And once again, Erik is able to find a small group of roaches, so he gets a nice win there. Oh, but he takes a lot of losses on the retreat as well. At the same time, he's trying to push into the main base. He is, like, successfully pulling Ryu apart, kind of, but now Ryu just has so many roaches to work with, like, he can defend on multiple fronts.
Yeah, easily, mate, easily. I think it is time for Ryu to consolidate all of his forces and just punch through Erik, you know?
Yeah.
No, Dragon Ball style.
I think that's what we're getting to, honestly. Like Erik, he's been running out of steam this entire time, and we can see that happening here, where just the roach count is just getting so damn high for Ryu.
Yeah, currently 33 roaches for Erik, 44 for Ryu. So 11 more roaches and more on the way.
And it looks
Oh
like
no, and the Roach Warren is going down for Erik.
yeah, no more roaches for Erik. The Warren does go down. Now, I mean, he's been all in this entire time. He's even more all in. He pushes across the map. He's going to be able to take a small win here, which is great. Like, again, Ryu, he never consolidated his army. Like, Erik is winning these fights.
I mean,
but for how much longer?
Yeah, he was barely. I mean,
Yeah.
Without the Roach Warren, also Ryu also lost the Roach Warren as well. So yeah, this is starting to become a very scrappy fight where even though Ryu is still like ahead, he cannot kill Erik yet.
But Erik, he's kind of killed himself as well. Like, all these roaches get cleaned up. This is like the last standing army of Erik. He just doesn't have anything else going for him. He's remaking that Roach Warren, sure, but that's it.
GG, mate. GG. Ryu finally managed to equalize the series, and we are not tied 1-1.
GG. Erik, what a hell of a fight. Even though he sustained so many losses early on, like, he really made Ryu work for that one.
Yeah, definitely. Light 1-1. Who do you think is going to take it? Who do you think is going to take him number 3? Light, who's your favorite son?
Oh god. I would be happy if Ryu was able to win here, just because it's been a while for him. Like, more often than not, he makes it to the semis, which is great, and then he falls in the semis or he falls in the finals. I think it's been a while since he's won a weekly, so I think it would mean more to him if he was able to win today. On the other side of things, Erik, obviously, he's the more accomplished player. He's the stronger player here, so it's on him to kind of lose. That was a very well played game by Ryu though.
We can check that. We can check when was the last time that Ryu won a tournament. And here we go. Ryu won Copa Hyperion number 17. This was back in April. He beat Jim Ryzen in the finals. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 semifinals. And 1, 2, 3, 4 finals.
Yeah. See, it's been like over 2 months. Over 2 months since Ryu has been able to win a weekly. Sure, he's had deep runs, but he just hasn't been able to close it out in a long time. Will that change today?
We're about to find out, mate, because we are in map number 3 and the last map of the day, and spawning here in the bottom right hand corner of the map. The man, the legend, the Italian. It is Ryu.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Romanticide LE, we have the Brazilian Zerg player. He is blue, representing the CranKy Ducklings. It is Erik. Oh boy, it all comes down to this, mate.
Yep, so it all comes down to this, and both players going for a hatch first. The big difference is that Erik went for a 15 hatch, while Ryu went for a 16 hatch. Like, you as the Zerg expert here, what does it mean, the difference between a 15 and a 16 hatch?
I mean, this is something that Erik does quite often here. Like, he does the extractor trick and goes for a bit of a, like, earlier hatchery, just barely. From what I recall, what this does is it like lines up your queens a little bit better. I think that's like the only advantage to it. It's not like a major advantage. It feels like more of a stylistic thing.
I see. Well, at the end of the day, both players went for the directions, and to be honest, they're not like very much different from each other. The pools are going in. The gases are actually Erik doesn't have a gas yet.
Exactly. He goes to the two.
Finally, he takes his first gas.
Yeah. He delays his gases for faster queens. This is something he does in a lot of matchups, right? And a lot of that is because he does like skipping banelings and going into roaches. We'll see if that's the case here or if it's just going to be a late baneling nest as he goes across the map with his lings.
Skayer is very upset because we were watching a duckling murder.
Exactly. Stop the duckling on duckling violence. Stop.
Look, it's okay, mate. It's all for our entertainment.
Is that okay? Is that what? Oh god!
This is literally why you pay them.
Aye. Something interesting as I was saying, because the gas was delayed, Erik, he's going straight into roaches. Makes sense. Ryu is being cheeky. He has a hidden Evo chamber behind his main.
Ooh, +1 melee attack is going in. So are we perhaps thinking a big like selling follow-up very soon?
Oh yeah. We have a third base, but I imagine it's only going to be 4 lava, so Ryu is going to go for a massive Ling Flood here. Meanwhile, Erik has no idea. He needs to scout this. Soon, if he does slip in with his Lings, he'll see that, hey, there's no baneling nest, right? That can be a little bit of a tell, but he needs to get eyes on this so he can wall off and prepare defensively.
Yeah, so far he doesn't see. He actually loses his settlings that they were having here, and yeah. Meanwhile, Erik he's doing like some of the things that he did in the previous game, which is Roach with a quick +1 and quick layer, possibly for Roach speed. So he's going for a more heavy Roach composition, while Ryu is going to amass a lot of settlings in very soon.
Yeah, exactly. As Lings are going to be on the way shortly, lined up with +1. Right now, he's just droning up. He's working on his lair. Would you see that the lair for Erik was just for Roach speed, as he's committing to that Roach heavy composition? And what I will say is that we saw something very similar to this in Erik versus Eggs. In Erik versus Eggs, Eggs went for mass Lings, and it was on 2,000 atmospheres. But because of the positioning at the third base, like, Eggs never really got good like surface area on the on the roaches of Erik, and he just couldn't really do anything about it. But on the Romantic side, it's so much larger. It's so much, I feel, difficult to pull off this roach style.
One attack finishes for Ryu. Now we are going to. He went actually for a Spire.
Okay, I dig it.
Do you?
I mean, Erik, he's making a lot of roaches. To be fair, they were just kind of scattered. There is a window here, right? There's an opportunity for Erik to push out across the map with his roaches. But here come the Lings for Ryu.
22 settlings on the way with +1 already done. These roaches are going to be in for a very nasty surprise. Finally, an Overseer's going for Erik. What did he saw? Did he saw the Spire? No, he didn't enter the main base, so he's not aware of the Spire nor of the Evo chamber. So here we go, mate.
Yeah, exactly. The Lings reveal themselves. Erik knows that they are +1 now. We'll see what he decides to do. He decides to go for a drop. Ooh, interesting decision. At the same time, a couple of Lings are chipping away at the third base of Erik, but they're not really going to do too much here. They are going to be cleaned up. And these roaches, they're going to get in and potentially scout the Spire.
I don't think they're going to see the Spire. The settlings arrive just in time to fight these roaches, and yeah, the roaches are going to be cleaned up. Nice around on the third base by Ryu. Along with the spine, that's more than enough damage to defend this. Now, mate, the Fierce Mutalies are starting to pop out.
Exactly. The Mutas are going to shut down all of these Drop Lords as well as all these Roaches. Now they've been revealed. What is going to be the response from Erik? He's making nothing but Queens. Where are the Spores? Where is either the Hydrogen or your own defensive Spire? That's what we have yet to see here from Erik. He's trying to do whatever damage he can with his Roaches, but again, they are going to be cleaned up.
The answer that Erik chooses to go for, mate, is an Nidus network.
Oh, and he's still flooding roaches across the map, mate.
Yeah, is he going just to try to brute force his way into the victory?
Because
at some point it's become very hard with the amount of mutalists that Rio is starting to amass.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like, I don't I don't know, mate. So when you go for a Nidus like this, typically you hit like as the Spire is finishing. Like, it's so late right now. There's a lot of potential with a Nidus just because you can make spores across the map and all that stuff, but oh my god, the third is going to go down. Up.
It is going to go down. There were not enough transfuse to save it, and yeah, one less base for Erik. This is a disaster for him.
Oh, exactly. He is all in.
The units are going to the Nidus. Where did it finish? It finished outside of the tier base.
Exactly.
I'm not sure if it's going to be enough, mate. The queens are good, but are they that good?
There's enough energy for one transfuse. Here we go. The backbone of this army is going to be these spores. 2 spores are being morphed in, but they're not done yet. And the meters come in. There was a transfuse, but I think that's the last transfuse.
Yeah, no more transfuse. All the queens go down, and only roaches remain, mate. And this is not enough. The spores are done, but the spores are not offensive buildings, so they cannot do much.
Yeah, exactly. He needs to spread that creep. He needs to slowly leapfrog forward with those spores, but he has to be careful not to expose his Nidus as well.
There's only 2 queens, mate. I don't think this is going to be enough to hold up against the amount of mutalists that Rio is starting to amass.
Yeah,
like he just went in directly for the spores, and one spores go down. The second one goes down as well, and now there's only 2 queens, which are going to be easily sniped.
Exactly. Only 2 queens, no transfuses, 0 queens now remaining here for Erik. Both these spores, they are not going to finish here. The mutas are just too much. The roaches of Erik, they're trying to do what they can, but what they can do is not much at all, as they are all going to be cleaned up. Behind this, Erik does have a 3rd base though, and actually he's ahead in workers.
Yeah, he's ahead in workers, but there's like not much that he can actually fight against these mutalists. So I feel that Ryu can just walk across the map and snipe that little base again.
He can. He definitely can. What is the anti-air here? There is 1 queen and 1 spore in the main. That is all that Erik has. He is making more spores, to be fair, so maybe that's going to be enough to defend those bases, as here come the mutas, and there's an angle here, yeah, to take out the hatchery. Oh god.
Second spore finishes, the angle is not there anymore.
Oh god.
But still, Ryu's still 30 supply ahead, and now he comes the Zerlings. And Erik has only 7 roaches to defend.
Mate, he right clicks on the hatchery is gonna go down. There's 1 transfuse to try and keep it alive, but it's not gonna be enough.
Yeah, the hatchery goes down, and oh no, this is going so wrong for Erik.
Exactly. Like the Nidus play, I just feel like it was a little bit too late. Like you need to pull the trigger earlier, and a lot of that is just because he didn't know that mutas were on the way. He didn't have that information. Meanwhile, the mutas come back in. Now there are enough queens to push this away, but again, Erik, he's stuck on 2 bases. He needs a 3rd.
Yeah, he needs a 3rd, and he needs to hold it as well. The infestors are on the way. The upgrade for the energy of the infestors almost done as well. So this is like the Hail Mary of Erik. If he can catch this Metalist with a chain of fungal growth, he's back in this game.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean,
yeah, that is a big if.
I mean, Pathogen Glands just finished. The infestors are about to pop out. They will have enough energy for a fungal.
Just Neo needs to be very careful with this. The first infestation pop out.
Ooh, that they do, just not at the right time, as the mutas do back off. I don't think Ryu is aware of the infestors. He's actually switching into lurkers himself. Hydroden is on the way. Roach Warren is on the way as well. Mate, we may be in for a longer one.
I mean, are we?
Oh.
The first fungal fails. He only catches the Overseer.
The thing is that now that there are infestors and they've been revealed, Ryu can't be aggressive with his mutas, so he's gonna back off and take another base. Meanwhile, Erik, he can expand. He can finally retake his 3rd. Like, I think we're slowly going to stabilize at some point.
I mean, you say that, but I feel that Ryu's still very much ahead. He's 18 workers ahead, 60 versus 42.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And with the fourth, with the fourth base now finished for him, like you say that Ryu cannot use his business anymore, but to be honest, it is Erik who needs to do something to not be as behind. They have just stopped Erik from dying. Not won the game yet.
Exactly. Meanwhile, it looks like the Fungals are going to connect. They are going to be able to clean up a lot of these mutas at the same time, though. It looks like there's a baneling run by 13 drones go down. And even though all these mutas are going to die, which is pretty oh my god, what?
Oh my god, they didn't die. There was one Fungal missing.
One Fungal, that's all you needed.
Mate, this is huge. The mutant survived. He killed 13 workers, and he also killed the lurker den.
I was about to say, like, the lurker den was what was important for Erik. That was his way back into this game. But because the lurker den went down and the upgrade was denied and all these mutants are still alive, like, that changes everything. Like, one Fungal is all he needed.
And now look, Ryu's starting to amass Roach and Ravager. And I think he's just going to have enough to just walk across the map and kill Ryu before the lurkers are done.
It's very possible, mate. It is very possible, as here comes Ryu pushing out across the map. What is there to defend? There should be some Hydras. There are some Hydras, there are some Roaches, there are some Vipers. Some lurkers were morphed in, to be fair, and that is key here to defend. They are being repositioned.
Forget it, mate. We have Mutalists and they are in the main base doing a lot of damage to what remains here of the Zerg economy. And nice change Fungals, but Ryu splits, so he's not going to lose all of his Mutalisk.
And at the same time, here comes Ryu is pushing into the third base of Erik. He does reposition the lurkers, but they're getting biled down.
Oh, 2 lurkers went killed with that bile. There is not much here to defend. I think Erik is going to lose the steel base, and with that, he's going to lose the game.
Yeah. Third base goes down. The main base almost goes down as well. A lot of the energy was already used up on these Infestors and Vipers, and there's not enough to protect these lurkers. Oh god, they get biled down. GG gets called. GG, well played. Congratulations, Ryu, as he is this week's Sentimiento Latino champion.
GG, Ryu, very well played. He knew exactly now how to play versus Erik in this third game. Plus a little bit of luck at the end. And yeah, GG. Ryu takes it. He's now like your new favorite son.
GG. Congratulations, Ryu. Congratulations. Again, it's something that he's been wanting for a while here, that he's been missing out on, right? Like you said that his last win was in April. That was his last Gope Hyperion win. It's been a long time coming, and he was in a little bit of a slump. I say a slump, like he just kept making it to the finals and to the semis, but he just couldn't close it out in the end. Finally, he does take a win, and a pretty big one, right, against Erik.
Against Erik, of all players, the best set player in Latin America.
Oh yeah. So well done, Ryu. Well done. Again, he's looking really good going into DreamHack, right? He just took down Parker Mike, he took down Erik. But there's still a couple of weeks left. All of these players are practicing and improving and getting better, getting ready for DreamHack Fall.
Yes, only a few more weeks, I think 2 weeks until the qualifiers begin, and we are going to be ready for another season of Bloodbath. Because mate, those qualifiers, this tournament, these weekly tournaments, they are just a comedy in comparison to the horror that is the qualifiers.
Oh, exactly. And as ARJ Skater is asking in the chat, what, best of 3? Yes, the players agreed to a best of 3, not a best of 5. So was a bit of a shorter finals today, unfortunately, but the players agreed to it. A lot of it is because it is pretty late in the night for Ryu. It isn't ideal.
You say pretty late. It's more like pretty early now.
Oh god. But yes, congratulations. Meanwhile, ooh, hold on. Do you want to join me for a moment?
Wait, what are you? What are you scheming, Mr. Sanchez?
All right, let's go. Let's
I'm
go.
scared.
So
I see a lot of tipaying. I see an excited like VIP over here. I don't know what is going to happen.
As we take this moment, congratulations to the winners of today's tournament, to the finalists. Also, congratulations to DTWB for winning the random raffle. But I would ask you, Darking, to at least join me for one more series here. As I ask the players. I asked the players to give us a moment, as we have another tournament to cast.
Another tournament to cast.
Yes. So today is the debut, and I was hoping to like maybe have a little bit of time to like end the stream and restart the stream, but nah, mate, nah. We go from one to the other. This is the debut of Demi AU Weekly #1, and exclamation mark Funada Demi in the chat, because I'm just gonna show the chat right now on stream. The bracket has been finalized, the first round is ready, and we have another CranKy Duckling team kill.
Look, I'm only gonna stay for one game, not one match, one game. Just game number 1, because mate, it's 11 p.m. I haven't had any dinner. I had a lot of things to update on the website for the tournament. So, you bastard. Where is Yaku? Call Yaku. I'm sure Yaku was already awake.
I know. But I just saw the team kill.
I'm going to charge you extra hours.
I saw the team kill and I was like, mate, like it's too good to pass up, you know? Oh god.